So in my hand here is what is the world's slimmest, thinnest, curved glass screen phone. First off, experience unboxing this phone. You actually get the phone itself, you get a 45-watt charge brick, a USB cable, a SIM ejector tool, some documentation, and you also get a case, which is plastic and transparent, and it actually looks pretty good. Now, the first thing that jumps out at you when you actually start up the phone is a 6.78-inch screen, which actually has an AMOLED display that's about 144 Hz in refresh rate, excellent for content consumption, excellent for gaming. It looks really good. Just straight up looking at it, you get a fantastic experience when it comes to using the phone. No eye strain, nothing. Now, another beautiful thing about this is going to be the brightness of the phone, especially outdoors in direct sunlight. With a 4500 nit brightness, you cannot beat this when it comes to the price point and the fact that this is a relatively budget smartphone. You have an in-display fingerprint sensor as well, which also just adds to the beauty and the sleekness of the phone because of how slim it is. Very quickly, I want to talk about the performance of this phone. This has a 6nm chip, the Helio G200, and this makes the phone significantly faster than its predecessor, the Hot 50 Pro Plus. One of the first things you're going to notice, especially with using this phone because of this chipset, is going to be the fact that whatever it is you're downloading is going to be downloading at about 2 times faster, which is great, especially if you're somebody who does a lot of like gaming, download a lot of things that are like very resource intensive. Your downloads will move a lot quicker. Now, as for the battery capacity, this has a 5160 mAh battery, and it also comes with a 45-watt charge brick inside of the box, which ultimately helps the phone charge very quickly. The great thing about Infinix's charging technology is that they actually have things like bypass charging, which help you send power directly to the motherboard so that you don't have to worry too much about your phone getting warm when you're gaming and things like that. Now, the biggest feature for this phone is going to have to be the AI features that the phone comes with. And if you push the power button on the side and hold it down, you actually get access to AI tools that you can ask to do pretty much anything for you. Just very basic tasks that are not going to be too demanding, that AI can help you complete. You don't actually have to look for applications in your phone and start doing everything one by one. Speaking a little bit more about the AI, when you actually take photos in the camera app, there's an AI cam in here that actually helps you to process the photos immediately after you take them. So by the time you go into your gallery and they're done processing, they look significantly better. But the camera is not where it stops, because you actually have something called the AI image extender that lets you take a photo or have a photo in your phone and extend parts of it that weren't previously there, using the AI in the phone to just make it a little larger or increase the resolution so that you can post that on social media. There's also the AI Eraser 2.0, which you can use to remove anything you don't want inside a photo. So you take a selfie, you take a photo, and there's people in the background, there's people ruining your photo. You can simply remove them after the fact by circling and telling the AI to get rid of them, and this comes stock inside of the phone. You're not actually paying for it. Now, speaking about the cameras, the main camera sensor on this is a Sony IMX882. It's 50 megapixels and it takes really decent photos. I have tested this in multiple environments, that is outside with great lighting, indoors with great lighting, and indoors with terrible lighting. While I will always advise you to try and get really good lighting when you want to take photos, especially with these types of budget phones, they actually still do a pretty decent job of resolving your images and processing them, making them look better, whatever the situation is. The selfie camera also does a really decent job, especially when you have good lighting conditions and you don't have to worry too much about the quality of your photos, especially because of that AI processing. Now, as for sound, when you're consuming content, right on the top of the phone, you can see a logo that says Sound by JBL. Basically, this phone has dual speakers, one at the top, one at the bottom, and the stereo speakers give you a good listening experience, especially considering how thin and slim this phone is. I was pretty surprised to see that the sound quality from the phone when you're consuming social media content or watching Netflix videos was actually still that good. That could be a consequence of the collaboration with JBL, but who knows? The version I have here is 8GB of RAM with 128GB of internal storage, and it costs around 262,900 naira. There's a version that has 256GB of storage stock, and that one costs around 291,000 naira. These are prices when you convert them to USD that are almost ridiculous for phones that actually look and perform the way that these phones perform. And the best part about the Hot 60 series for this year is that they actually come in a lot of vibrant colors. Now, Don't ask me why I chose the boring silver looking color, because that's just the kind of person I am. But you get colors like pink, yellow, green, purple, whatever you want, they just look really good. But I'm a slightly older man and I want my phone to look a bit more conservative, why I chose this color. For younger people, if you want a pop of color, you can absolutely have that. So very quickly, let me run you through 5 things that I really love about this phone and why you should actually consider getting it. First, it's the design. This is the slimmest budget phone that you're going to get that has a curved screen, right? Ridiculously slim, unbelievable, 5.95 millimeters, I believe. Second is the 1.5K display, which is actually 144 Hz and has 4,500 nits of brightness. The third is going to be the charging technology and the fact that the 45-watt charge brick comes inside of the box. You can do bypass charging when you're gaming, and you can even use a cable to reverse charge other devices. So maybe you're an iPhone user, but this is your backup phone or your second phone. You need some battery and your iPhone is dying. You need to call someone. You can't, get into a contact. You can actually just use a cable to charge that device. Super easy. The next, surprisingly, is the camera. They take really decent photos and you can actually use the photos that you take on this phone on social media. So you don't have to borrow your friend's iPhone every single time you want to take a photo. You can actually take photos here and expect that they will look good because of the AI processing ultimately. And finally, I would say the Helio G200 processor is another selling point that you want to consider as you decide to buy a budget phone like this. Now, I would not advise that you buy this ultimately for gaming, which again, you can, but it's not going to be my first choice. But for other games that are not so demanding, games that are not Genshin Impact, right? Things like Shadow Warrior 2, Shadow Warrior 3, you're playing a car race game. And by the way, for car race games, this has a gyroscope inside of it. So you don't have to push buttons to turn the cars and things like that. It just does that for you naturally based on the movement of your body if you're really immersed in your gaming. I could continue going about all the reasons why I think this phone is awesome. The fact that it comes with 8GB stock and it's even extendable to 16, which a lot of people argue might damage your storage over time. But honestly, 8GB of RAM is more than enough for any phone these days. You don't really need to be dabbling in any of that. I think this is an excellent buy if you're within a budget and you want a phone that looks sleek, performs well, and actually doesn't look like it's priced. It looks a lot more expensive than you actually paid for it. Ultimately, that was my quick overview of the Infinix Hot 60 Pro Plus. If you have any questions about maybe the AI features or anything else, you can leave a comment in the comment section and I will try my best to answer as many people as I can. Thank you so much for watching, and I guess I will see you on another video that was shot by Kagan. You're welcome.